you and I have been friends for a long time, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
and I said before, we talked about some things that we can't really talk about with anybody else because there aren't very many people that do what we do.
Right,
I mean, we're both out there every day. We're in people's homes every day.
right.
People feel like they know us because we're in their home every day. You're in my home almost all day, every day, right? I mean, I think you were at my house one time and I pulled up the record guide. I think we had, 430 episodes of Family Feud recorded
Yeah,
in a row?
yeah,
Because Robin just records them all
yeah.
and watches them all. And, people see you and, I mean, you have a great gift for humor and banter with people. You go back and forth with them. That's why Family Feud it's got to be the most successful game show like that ever. I mean, I don't know of anything else that's had the longevity you've brought to it, the energy, everything that you've brought to it, because you're just authentic with the people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't you don't really know. You don't have a clue what you're going to say when you walk out there because you don't know what they're going to say.
Right.
You just let yourself kind of come through. And that's a big part of all the comedy you've ever done. I've seen your stand-up. I've seen your concerts. I've seen everything you do. And you have comedy that you work out where the beats are timed and they're exactly what they need to be. But a big part of it is you just interacting with the audience. Where do you get the confidence to do that?
I don't know if it's the confidence as more so it's just I mean, look, man, authenticity is a big part of our brand, mine and yours. I think that's a big part of our friendship over the years is authenticity. Is I couldn't believe it was another dude in the business that was just a real dude. And you couldn't believe it was another dude in the business that was just a real dude. Because you know what we run up into out here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got your brand manager, you got your PR person, you got your attorney, you got all these people being stuff that they're told to be. You ain't never been that, and I ain't never been that. They call me a country bumpkin and all like that. Well, I'm from Welch, West Virginia. What you want me to be?
Yeah.
Well, what you want me to do? You know, you can't. I'm not finna speak grammatically correct. I got high school diploma. That was it. Graduating class of 695. I graduated 690. Yeah.
So you weren't at the bottom.
No. Them 5 people out after me, I gave them the blues when I saw them too. I tried to encourage them, hang in there, dog, it'll be all right. 694 is right around the corner. I tried to build them up, man, but it was an authenticity, man. I just can't fake the funk, man. I don't like that. I can't hold the line. You know what I mean? If I'm out here faking, man, I'm not going to be able to hold the line. I ain't going to be, I already know that because the real me going to come out. See, it's sort of funny, man. Like, if I don't like you, I just stay on the other side and just me and you don't need to talk because it's going to come out because I'm not going to be able to hide the fact that I don't care for you. Because the moment you say something contrary to what I want to hear, then here it comes. I'm going to let you have it right in the teeth. And I've always been that way. So I've just wanted to stay authentically me. And I think people respond to that. I know that's why you've been on TV for so long, man. I told you, but my favorite moment on TV, I was watching you on TV talk to this guy. And you were just frustrated with this dude, and he was just whining. I want. And you just say, "Hey, man, you gonna have to man up." And I went, "Okay." Oh, you could feel the brakes going. You just saw. I went, "Okay." He gonna get some calls on that one right there. You finna get a lot of emails coming in. Dr. Phil insulted him by telling him he needed to man up. Well, really, man? That made all the sense in the world to me. And that's pretty much how I try to be. When I turn that corner at Family Feud, like you said, I never met these people. I don't know who they are. I try to be relatable. But if I can't relate, I'm just going to tell you that part too.
It was interesting to me in watching that unfold because if you'll remember, you and Marjorie were at our house the night you had to make the decision of whether to do Family Feud or not.
Yeah.
Wow. You were thinking about talking about it. We were back in my office discussing it. And
Yeah.
that was the night it was a deadline. You had to tell them whether you're going to do it or not.
Yeah.
And they were pushing you hard. And we talked about the fact that, the game show, the game part of it, that's part of it. It's like you said, it's a survey, but it gave you a chance to just be you.
Yeah.
The game's just a backdrop. It was just a platform for you to be who you are and let them keep score. You just go down the line and it was like you work in the front row of a comedy show.
Bro, that's all it is. Man, Family Feud, a huge part of its success is I turned it into a comedy show.
Exactly.
Instead of a game. And nobody had ever done that with a game show. A game show has a set format, and that's it. And Family Feud is a game about a survey. Top 100 people survey said, hear what they think. Well, who care? I mean, and I tell you what was making me have that trouble at your house that night. They had sent me a tape of the guy before me. And the question was, they sent me a tape for me to see the show. Name your favorite pet. And the guy said, a cow. And the host said, well, let's see if it's up there. And I said to myself, the hell are you talking about? What do you mean, let's see if it's up there? Cow. You ain't said dog, puppy, cat, chicken, fish, bird, turtle, stuff people got. Who got a cow walking around their living room? And I said, well, so why would I do that? The lady said, you would say that to the contestant? Yeah, I'm not going to turn and say, let's see if it's up there. Now, first of all, I know it ain't up there. And that's secondly, let's find out why you thought that ignorant answer would be up here. She said, you can't make disparaging remarks against the contestant.
Yeah, watch me.
I said, lady, what you bring me down here for? You know who I am. You seen my tapes. I don't make disparaging remarks. Lady, I'm an observational humorist expert. I made an observation that you said a stupid answer. What I do is I now say what everybody at the house is thinking. And that's what I did. And man, they told me that won't happen. I said at your house that night, I said, Philly, I don't know, man. And you told me, you said, man, why don't you just go in there and be you?
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And then I took the gig and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. 7-time Emmy winner, New York Times #1 best-selling author, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, 64 times on the New York Times bestseller list, 23 of those at #1, 2 Marconi Awards for radio, 14 NAACP Image Awards, BET Humanitarian Award. I know you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because I gave it to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
People's Choice Award, induction into the National Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You've taken that authenticity, and it's obvious people respond to that.
All that from a country bumpkin.
All that from a country bumpkin, a bald-headed country bumpkin.
You stupid hick. Okay. I ain't even going to tell you how many trips down to the bank I made. We'll leave that alone.
You just laugh all the way to the bank.
Bro,
country
hey man,
bumpkin.
Let me tell you something. Hey, man, somebody asked me one time, they said, Steve, how come you don't respond to the haters? Listen, man. First of all, haters don't stop nothing. They are not decision makers, power brokers. They don't stop nothing, man.
And they don't pay your rent.
Bruh. and I mean, I've learned so many things. Do you know what I've known? And you know this, and this is for everybody watching. You've never, ever had a hater that was doing better than you.
Yep. No doubt about it.
Ever.
Nor
All your
one
haters,
that wouldn't change places with you in a heartbeat.
Bruh. So when people talk about, man, why don't you respond? I wish I would. Stop and take my light and shine it on your little bitty self. You an ant cutting across the cornfield.
Yeah.
Bro, you go head on. You ain't even corn. So I wish I would stop. Man, I don't have no problem. Matter of fact, now, man, I'm so battle tested with the internet now. Me and you was talking about that and how TikTok is running the airwaves now. And the reason I know about TikTok, because I work with a lot of young people.
Yeah.
And their world is TikTok. One of them sitting over there right there. He's the TikTok king. He's the king of TikTok. All of his news come from TikTok.
Yeah. Well, then you know it's right. If it comes from TikTok, you know it's right.
Bro, he'd been on about 8 diet plans off TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been at work where we couldn't find him.